Bruce Rummel here, class of 71. Spent 2 years in Baker House, 2 years in apartments in Back Bay, Cambridge, Central Square, Cambridge, course 7. Got a degree in oceanography from the University of Washington. Spent most of my life on the West Coast as an environmental consultant in water quality protection, and retired maybe a decade ago or so, and I've been in Seattle since then. So also, Patricia, you were going to have people identify themselves on the rename, if you would.
Yes, thank you, Bruce. So everybody, if you can just rename yourself and add in which state you're from, that would be extremely helpful. So we're going to try to do scoring by state.
Okay, and while you're doing that, I'll just mention I have a list of questions. Most of them revolve around MIT geography, history, culture, things like that. On the other hand, there are a few miscellaneous questions of a mathematical nature or other kinds of things to throw in there. If you've ever been to the Tech Challenge Games on campus in Cambridge for a reunion, it's like the Alumni Bowl portion of that. I've got some point values assigned to the questions, which we can use for keeping score, that Patricia will do. So, Patricia, are you ready?
Yes. So if everybody can try to keep their own score, and I will, we have almost 40 people, but I will try to also keep score. So between the two of us, or all of us, we'll figure out who won or which state won.
It's only for bragging rights, of course. Okay, so for the first one, I'm going to also, for your information, I'm going to put the question, or at least critical parts of the question, in the chat box, and then if you would respond in the chat box, then we'll know who belongs to the answer and when it came in. So for the first one, the task is I've got a list of terms. So you need to provide the full name for each of the abbreviations or acronyms or terms used in broadcasting, in audio or video recording, in computers, communication, or similar technical fields. So I think you'll figure out what's going on as we go along. And the first one is, here I can put it in there, AM. Okay, so the answer is amplitude modulation. Okay, second one, FM. Okay, frequency modulation. Third one, LP. Okay, long playing or long play. It's also possible as low power broadcasting, but long playing was what I had in mind. Next one, EP. Right, extended play. Next one, wait a second. Okay, the term is CART, C-A-R-T. Everyone take a stab? Okay. No, it's, well, close, but this is, the application is broadcasting though. It's, no, it's, the term is Fidelipac, and it's the National Association of Broadcasters cartridge from a long time ago, probably back in the 70s or 80s. Okay, one more. on recording. 8-track. Okay, I see tape player. It is that, but there's a place where it came from. Right, 8 tracks, that's all right. No, okay, so that was Learjet Stereo 8, a commercial version. Okay, next one, CD. Yep, compact disc. Was I believe it's spelled with 2 C's, compact disc. Okay, so this is Watts, W-A-T-S. It's communications. Right. Well, a wide area telephone service. We'll count system, I guess, but it was wide area telephone service. Well, we would go with service. Okay. Next one is RAM. Okay, random access memory. Next one, ROM, R-O-M. Read-only memory, correct. Okay, next one, VCR. Video cassette recorder, check. Next one, VHS. That'll take a little longer.
Hey, Bruce, since we have just a few people who are mainly responding, maybe we should just let people shout out the answer.
Okay, fine. Yeah, it's video home system.
VHS. Oh,
California is doing awesome.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. Several reasons for that. Okay, moving on. Next one, Wi-Fi.
Wide area fidelity.
Not exactly.
Wireless fidelity?
Yeah, it's wireless and a pun on hi-fi.
Ooh.
From 1999, IEEE 802.11 protocol.
What?
It's actually a
It's
marketing
a
term.
protocol for Wi-Fi.
It's a marketing term. It's not a technical term.
It's true. It's true. Okay, next was LAN, L-A-N.
Local area network.
Okay. HTML.
Hypertext markup language.
Markup language.
Yeah, hypertext markup language. All right, let me move on a little bit. This may be a little more challenging. JPEG.
Joint Pictures Experts Group.
Photographic experts group. I got, but close. And you should know what the next one's going to be. MPEG.
Motion Pictures Experts Group.
Right. Right. Oh yeah. So here, this will be a good one. MP3.
Music player
Motion
3?
Pictures Expert Group, version 3.
But there's something else in there.
Media player 3?
No, it's MPEG, that's one part, and 3 is another part, but there's something in between.
Compression rate 3,
No, I get MPEG 1 or MPEG 2 audio layer 3 in Roman. Okay, one more. LTE,
Long-term evolution.
check. And last one of this group, USB,
Universal serial bus.
right. Okay. That was kind of rapid fire for the beginning. So,
That was a warm up, right?
yeah, sure. That was kind of practice. Well, I want to see. I think the system works pretty well. So if Patricia can keep up, and Patricia, can you keep up in terms of scorekeeping and stuff?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Then so this is going to be 3 points. I'll put the question in text, and then see what you think. I'll read it when it's in there. There are 14 elements whose chemical symbol is one letter. Name 8.
Nitrogen,
For 3 points.
oxygen,
fluorine,
hydrogen.
carbon, hydrogen.
This might be better to write down. See who gets it first.
Yeah. And Bruce, if you could just let me know who got the first right answer, that would be helpful.
Okay. Let's see. I only see 6. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so Adam Miller, I give the first full complete answer.
Thank you. Is it okay that I was looking at Mark's virtual background while I answered?
Yeah.
And I was looking at the wall.
I'm not going to worry about cheating or using aids or anything on this. Just do what you can. I think that's the only thing I can think of.
It's an open book test.
Yeah. Okay, so this question was shamelessly stolen from Car Talk from Tom Ray Magliazzi. It's, what piece of technology exists on virtually every car on the road? Generally, each car has between 4 and 7 units or examples of this device, and it was invented around the time of the automobile. I don't see it yet. I don't think electric motor was, yeah, but it's a specific piece of technology. Spark plugs, they may have been a little bit later. And diesels don't have spark plugs. Coil, no. Door handles, well, no. Technology is just, a device. Yeah. Dial valve. Ah, that's close.
Widget.
All right. Well, I can just go for it. Do you want the answer? You don't want to keep guessing.
Let's have the answer since there's so many guesses.
Yeah. The answer is Schrader valve. It's one on each tire, probably maybe a spare, maybe not a spare, and maybe 2 on the AC, 1 or 2 on the AC. Okay. This question refers to Boston Tech, back when MIT was Boston Tech. What were the streets bordering the original campus? The campus comprising the Rogers and the Walker buildings. There are 4 streets.
Do you need all 4 streets, Bruce?
Well, I'll start with it. Boylston was 1, so we'll start with that. Yeah, Boylston's Newberry's 1. So you got to figure out the 2 side streets. Yeah, I'll give you a hint. It's closer to the Boston Garden, or Public Gardens. All right, anybody?
No.
All right, I'll go. The other 2 are Berkeley and Clarendon.
It was between those? Wow.
Yeah, between Berkeley and Clarendon, Newbury and Boylston. Okay, so this is a question about the original Rogers building. 2 questions, actually. I'll put both questions up. And but wait a second. Let me get this one more time here. There. So about the original Rogers building, when was it torn down and what building replaced it? 2 points each. It was after, certainly after the campus moved from Boston to Cambridge.
No idea.
Okay, well, it was 1939. It was torn down, replaced by the New England Mutual Life Insurance Company. And it's now changed to kind of a mixed commercial, residential, or mixed commercial and it's kind of a mall even. Oh, there's a plaque on the building. I think it's on the Boylston Street side that recognizes MIT's occupation of that land.
Bruce, where are the questions from?
Various sources. Some I made up. Some I've gotten from other places. Just yeah, random stuff. Okay, so according to a 1905 map of the MIT campus, there were 2 major areas, the Rogers Walker buildings and an area to the southeast comprising Pearson Engineering buildings, among others. What is now standing in the area formerly occupied by the Pearson Engineering buildings? This is all in Boston, not Great Sale. No, not quite. No, not the Prue, but like that, like the Prue, but not the Prue. Yeah, the Hancock Tower. Also, I'll mention too that at one time there was a department store called Bonwit Teller on that same block with the MIT buildings, but that really wasn't an MIT building. That was like the Massachusetts Historical Society or something. It was built about the same time, and there was some kind of coordination, but it wasn't an MIT building. It was of the same era, though. Okay, so now we're going to go across the Harvard Bridge to the Cambridge side. And here's a question about the Harvard Bridge. Well, there we go. So a rocket sled accelerates at 1 smoot per second over the Harvard Bridge. How long to the nearest integer second does it take to get to the other side? I'll give you a while to think about that one. Well, I don't see it yet. Yeah, like over and over. Well, we're getting almost every guess in there. Should I give you the answer? Or do you want to?
Yes, let's hear the answer.
Okay, so the answer is 27 seconds. It's really actually pretty simple. S equals 1/2 a times t squared. So S is 364.4 feet plus an ear, but we'll forget the ear, equals 1/2 times t squared. So t is the square root of 728.8, or almost 729, and the square root of 729 is 27.
Yes, obviously.
When you see it, it's really pretty straightforward. Okay, identify the original footprint of the buildings of new technology, the 1916 buildings, based on today's enumeration, starting with the Southwest. And I'll give you, the first one is 1. Which of the buildings today were present in 1916 originally? Let's see, 1, 3, 5, 10, 6, 4, 2. Yeah, no, not quite. I think you can do it with 5 building numbers.
One, 3, 10, 6, 2.
1, 3, 10, 4, 2. We're very close. The 6 is on the far side. Okay, here's another one. What was the original number as designated in 1916 for the building with the Great Dome? It wasn't 10. That's kind of an off the wall question though. Yeah, no, it's 17. It's what shows up in the plans. Oh, so this is something everybody's seen multiple times in their experience at MIT. And you got to see if you can figure it out. The steps up 77 Mass Ave, the entrance on 77 Mass Ave are divided into two ranks. The outer points of the treads of the upper steps are line segments. What's the geometric name for the outer points of the treads of the lower steps? In other words, what do the lower steps look like? Nope, not trapezoid. Not a rhombus. I'm just talking about the edge, along the edge. What does the edge describe? No, not rectangle. Arc, there it is, circular arc. And here. What is the center of the circle that describes the arcs? Not handrail. Not lobby 7, farther down. Not underground. Rotunda. There's the center of the Great Dome, lobby 10. Well, we're almost going to run out of time here. Let me get to a math question. I want to have a reason for doing this. Okay, here. Okay, given the square root of the quantity 4 plus x plus the square root of x equals 3, find x. And somehow I didn't manage to find it on my own because there was no answer key for this. Yeah, not one. Well, maybe I'll let you work on that for a little bit. To tell you though, that was a question on an entrance exam for MIT from 1877. If you go to the registrar or go to the MIT, I guess the registrar, the archive, I think the archive section, you can pull out the entire bulletin from 1877, which includes the entrance exam. And besides algebra, arithmetic, and other geometry questions, they had some questions, for instance, tell the part of speech for each numbered word in the following stanza. Then there was a stanza of poetry. Or in history, give briefly your notion of the character of George III. Or in geography, what is the prevailing direction of the mountain systems of Asia and what are its principal component chains? So they had a different way of looking at things back in the 19th century, but they were still pretty tough. Well, I think we're going to be on time. So if there's anything else, any comments, I'd be interested in hearing what you have to say about either this.
What was the answer, Bruce?
For the math question?
Don't tell us.
Yeah, no, I think you can work it out. There's an answer.
All right.
I just started, I got it out a piece of paper. I want to.
Okay. And I'll just say that based on the scoring on who entered first, California did the best. And it's probably, I'll say maybe it's time zone differences.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, thank you so much, Bruce. That was very fun. Love that.
Very good. Glad you enjoyed it. I have one other question I'll just dump in the chat and you can take it from there. But yeah, that was fun. Maybe do it again.
Yeah,
And thank you, Patricia, for putting this whole day together. It was really good.
yeah. Well, thank you, Bruce. And I will also make a quick plug for the Club of Hartford, who posted a puzzle, 9 pages of puzzles, and you can win a commemorative plaque for your club. I'm going to put the location of the puzzle on in chat. So you have until tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time, to answer as many as you can. Well, thank you, Bruce.
Sure, by all means, enjoy it.
Okay, bye.
See you next time.